Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Chris and this is the Daily Reflections with Chris. So those of you, if you're new to my YouTube channel, what I do pretty much is I share my experience, strength, and hope in recovery. But I use this book called The Daily Reflections. Right there, you can kind of see it just a little bit. Sorry, there it is, boom, Daily Reflections. And I use it just to kind of keep me on topic or on track with something so I don't go all over the place, and I still may. But for the most part, I use this kind of like a guide, right, to help me share my experience, strength, and hope with you guys. Yesterday, this video was topic our children, right, and it was very heavy. So thank you for the comments that I've received. I really appreciate all the love. Thank you, everybody. Just know, yeah, as an living in an addict life, it's very hard. I mean, man, if it was easy, everybody be doing it, right? But no, it's hard. It's horrible. There's a reason why people need recovery from addiction, right? Because addiction takes us to places that we never thought we'd ever be, including into this the state of mind where we're victims. We're always feeling sorry for ourselves. Everything's always horrible, and it is when we're in an addiction. But thank God for recovery, right? That we get to recover from that hopeless state of mind, of body, mind, and spirit, that we get to enjoy a new life, that we get to, obsess on other things like loving each other, or maybe our success, or our family. We get to enjoy other things and not to be stuck in bars day in and day out. If you do it once in a while, that's okay. You're a social drinker, I get it. You go to meet people and dance, that's all good. But for people like me, places like that where just a lot of trouble, a lot of heartache, and a lot of pain. And I'm grateful that while I do get to enjoy those places today, I get to go dancing, I get to hang out with my friends. We get, they get to have cocktails, and I get to have my Coca-Cola and still have a good time. And I really enjoy that different kind of lifestyle that I didn't know that I could have, that that God has granted with me these past few years. So thank you, God. Thank you, Alcoholics Anonymous, for my recovery. So we'll get started. Today is September the 27th, and today's entry is called Without Reservation. When brimming with gratitude, one's heartbeat must surely result in outgoing love. And that's from As Bill Sees It, page 37. So Bill was the co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous. He wrote his own book of his own thoughts. It's called As Bill Sees It, right? And there's the book is called As Bill Sees It, and this is from page 37. It says, while practicing service to others, if my successes give rise to grandiosity, I must reflect on what brought me to this point. What has been given joyfully with love must be passed on without reservation and without expectation. For as I grow, I find that no matter how much I give with love, I receive much more in spirit. Wow. So we're coming to the end of the 9th month, which was all about repairing the damages, right? And we've talked a lot about repairing the damages, indirect amends, direct amends, financial amends, detailed amends, right, for each person, taking a conscience, being mindful of the timing, being mindful of who's around, being mindful of the person that you're actually making the amends to, right? That we're making amends because we're different, and because we want to repair the relationship. We want to repair the damage that we've done, right? It's not the usual I'm sorry that people are tired of hearing. Every time I would hit somebody with the door on the way out at work, I'd hit them every single time, and every single time I say sorry. I mean, that stuff is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about complete change, where you just don't hit the person anymore. You just don't hurt the person anymore, right? So now, as a result of the 9th step, where all the promises come true, is talking about living a life where we get to smile again, right? We have something to offer now. I got something to give. I get something to offer, and I can do that without expecting anything in return. In step 10, which is the next step we're going to talk about next month, what's all about gratitude. It talks about the kind of love that gives without expecting anything in return. And as a result of the steps, we're promised that. We're guaranteed that those are the results of working these steps. This is a result of going through all that hard work, of admitting I got a problem. I need help. I cannot do it alone. And then, you know, we give into the inventory. We write about it. We talk about it on 5. On 6 and 7, we decide, man, we want to stay the same. We want to grow up. And when we finally make the decision, we make the list that we're going to go out and make everything right. Where before it felt like we could never. I mean, it was impossible. Well, they made a way in here in Alcoholics Anonymous for us to go and repair the damages. So step 9 is where all the promises come true. And it says we will find a new freedom and a new happiness. Well, I'm going to find a new freedom and a new happiness, right? So what does that look like? Well, what has been given joyfully with love to me must be passed out without reservation and without expectation. That's what that looks like. That I get to go out into the world now and be like, hey, look, man, I was new once. I know what it's like. I can help you. We can work these steps. I've got this program when they talked about, when they talked about a solution, when they talked about salvation, when they talked about redemption and restitution and vindication. I mean, this is where all that stuff, I got it from. Folks, did I go to church? Yes, I did. Did I find God? Yes, I did. As a result of this, but first I came here when I was lost and couldn't think clearly. And oh my God, I was so hopeless and things were just look so bleak and so dark. And here they tell me, it's okay. We've been there. You're not alone. There's a whole bunch of us in the dark. We're here with you. And there was people recovered in the dark with me. When I was there in the dark feeling alone, they were right there with me with the little flashlight being like, hey, we got you. We've been here before. We know how to get out. We know a way out. It's going to seem impossible. It's going to seem hard. Some days you're going to want to quit. But if you don't, you will get sobriety. You will get a life worth living. You'll get the kind of love that you've never experienced before. You will have something to offer those who are going to be in this same exact spot further down in the road. Right? Because, folks, addiction is still out there. There are some people who have never tried a drink or a drug. They're going to try it one day and get hooked like I did. And there's people out there right now trying to scraping, man, in crack houses right now, dying, looking for a way out, thinking they're better off dead. Folks, if that's you, you're not better off dead. You're better off alive. There is a life worth living. I found it here at Alcoholics Anonymous. You know, to be of service. Who the hell wants to do that? I do. Why? Because when I first got here, I was dying. And somebody came out and said, man, you don't have to die. There's a solution. There's a way out. Why do I keep saying that? Because it's true. And because maybe somebody needs to hear it again and again and again and again. There is a solution. There is a way out. I can show you how. Somebody can show you how. Go to a meeting. Go to your church. Find help. Go to counseling. Go to therapy. Go to a different kind of 12-step program. Who knows? Find one. One's going to fit you perfect and to the T. Maybe you're an overeater. That's okay. I did a lot of drugs. I don't know what's worse. It doesn't matter. It's why we do them. We're here to talk about why we do them. Why do we do them? Because I hurt inside. I'm full of shame. People told me I was going to go to hell because I was gay or confused or in the wrong body or lied to my mom, stuff like that. And I can't be drunk for so long. Might keep you eating, might keep you shooting up, might keep you doing a lot of things. But folks, there is salvation if you want it. If you're tired of feeling the way you're feeling, hurting, scratching your face, scratching your neck, feeling lost, it's never enough. You're never good enough. I know, I've been there. Believe it or not, I've been there. I may have never shot up. I may have never gotten that far. Like some of my family is right now. Maybe I never got there, but they told me when I got here, if I didn't get there, I don't have to get there. I can save myself years of all the pain and agony and suffering. If I want right now, if I could just take a couple of suggestions, go to a few meetings a day, drink some coffee instead of beer. Or a soda or a Topo Chico. Hang out with people who care. You know, I went to a meeting yesterday and this guy was talking about how it was so much fun for him. Drinking was so much fun for him, but it brought him so much misery. And I can't say that, folks. Drinking was never fun for me. Just wasn't. I'm sorry. It was hell from the beginning to the end. 7 years of hell, drinking every single day. Every single day. And even drugging, because drinking wasn't enough, so I had to drug. And then that wasn't enough, so I had to go do other things. And then that wasn't enough, so I was like, had to find other things. And the more that I searched, the more that I chased, the more miserable that I got. I have a lot of gratitude. That's all I can say. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this program. Folks, thank you for listening. Maybe it's just a rant of how good this program is, but that's all it really is some days. Some days it's not about misery. Some days it's not about all the shame I went through. Some days it's not talking about like, oh my God, my life was so miserable. And it was. I will have days that we'll talk about it. But some days it's just about giving gratitude, being grateful. Man, that I ain't gotta drink or drug today if I don't want to. I haven't had to all day and I haven't wanted to all day. I'm thirsty, I want a Coke. Maybe some sweet tea, right? That's what I really, really want. I'm gonna go hang out with some friends right now. We're probably gonna have pan dulce. Ooh, I love pan dulce. And we're probably gonna talk a lot about this. Hopefully we'll help somebody. Hopefully we'll get a newcomer coming in or an old timer or anybody who just wants to just be a part of something way bigger than what you're used to. Please join us. My name's Chris. I'm in Austin, Texas. My home group is called Metropolis. It's at 4410 Norwood Street. We have meetings there 5 days a week from 7:30 to 9:30. So today is one of those days. Today's Tuesday. So we're there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. We're off Saturday and Monday, right? But all the other days we're there. You can find us there. And if we're closed, somebody will be there all the time. You can always look us up in the directory at alcoholicsanonymous.org or Hill Country Intergroup, or just look up meetings near me, 12-step meetings near me. If this doesn't feel like a route you want to go, maybe you want to go to church. Find a church that's close by, or you can go to my church. I hope they don't mind. I'm going to plug them in real quick. It's called Limitless Church, and it's called My Limitless Church. It's online. You can also look up my pastor, Real Talk Kim, which has also helped me a lot get through a lot of these difficult times when I needed more than just a word, when I needed solution, when I needed a pick-me-up, when I needed somebody to say, get off your butt, let's go. You can do this. You're built for a time as this. You're not a victim. You're a victor. Let's go. Her name's Real Talk Kim. Once again, my name's Chris. I'm really grateful to be here with y'all, and I look forward to continue to see you guys. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.